Hello, and welcome to the local Lafourche. My name is Cody Gray, President and CEO of Louisiana's Cajun Bayou Tourism, the tourist commission for Lafourche Parish. And we're excited to have you join us here on a brand new episode of the local Lafourche, where each month we take you up and down our beautiful bayou to show you all of the new and exciting things that are happening right here in your own backyard. Well, Mardi Gras is coming to a close, and that means it's time to gear up for the spring festivals and events season. And this month's show features some of the upcoming events in March that you and your family can go and attend. To start things off, rumor has it that the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow can be found in Thibodaux because St. Patrick's Day on the Bayou returns March 15th. And of course, along with it is the highly anticipated cardboard boat race, which is a man-made boat race, people racing in the bayou, vying for that winner's circle, and it is always a great, great race to behold. Here to tell you all about St. Patrick's Day on the Bayou and some of the other projects that the Bayou Lafourche Freshwater District is working on is Amy Aber with Friends of Bayou Lafourche and Dustin Rabelais with the Bayou Lafourche Freshwater District. Thanks so much for being here today.
Thanks for having us, Cody.
You're very welcome. So St. Patrick's Day on the Bayou is returning. It's taken a couple of year hiatus, so we're excited to see it back. So tell us a little bit about what is happening at this year's celebration.
Yes, so March 15th, we're doing it all over again.
Okay.
11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 11 a.m. is going to start with Russ Jeremy. He's going to take the stage. At 12 o'clock, we're going to have that cordboard boat race. Everyone loves that. Everyone loves to see those boats hopefully make it through the bayou. And then at 1 o'clock, we're going to have the Rewind Band take the stage. But there's going to be music and craft vendors and lots of food out there all day.
Sounds like a wonderful afternoon.
It will be, yes.
For sure. So you went over a little bit of the band lineup. Is there a cost for entry into the event?
No, it's free to enter.
Okay.
There is going to be a VIP area,
excellent.
a VIP lounge provided by Lynn's Furniture.
Awesome.
They're going to have some nice seating out there for us, and they're going to have drinks. So that's $50 a ticket to get into that, but the rest of the festival is free. Free admission.
Okay. And of course, let's talk a little bit about that boat race. So for a lot of people that haven't either seen it before or have not participated in it, these are local teams, like different companies, different just individuals that get together, and you have to build a boat completely out of cardboard.
Cardboard and tape. That's it.
Cardboard and duct tape. So tell us a little bit about the about that boat race, what people can expect from it.
Yeah, so we've got Boy Scouts, we've got engineers, we've got Stephanie from the Purple Penguin, who already has claimed her trophy. So,
all right.
So it's anybody can enter. You just have to build your boat. It has to hold you, and with just cardboard and duct tape. That's it.
It's
paddle and everything.
Paddle and everything has to be all from cardboard.
Yes.
And people get very creative with it. I mean, lots of different creations with the cardboard, with the boats. I've seen everything from a crawfish and a crawfish pot paddling one year to, I know, like a multi-person boat. So it's interesting to see how people come up with these and get in the bayou. And hopefully it's warm this year for everybody. That way, in case somebody does fall in, at least it'll be warm.
That's right.
Absolutely.
The weather will be perfect.
Is there a cost for entry for anybody that's listening that wants to participate in the boat race?
Nope, the boat race is also free.
Great. And they just need to sign up on the website, correct?
You can just sign up. You can, on social media, we have a link there.
Okay.
You can reach out and I'll send you all the waiver and all the information for it.
Awesome. Well, wonderful. Well, we encourage everybody to wear all of their green and come to downtown Thibodaux for this event, which is always a great event. We're happy to see it coming back to the bayou.
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely. So, Dustin, I know the Bayou Lafourche Freshwater District, I mean, there's been a lot of activity on Bayou Lafourche here lately, some boat launches that have opened up. We've seen a lot of recreation happening. Tell us a little bit about some of these major projects that maybe people aren't aware of that Bayou Lafourche Freshwater District is working on.
Yeah, so Cody, we have several projects up and down the bayou, and I'll remind everyone that our area of responsibility or our jurisdiction begins in Donaldsonville, and so that's where some of those projects begin. Ideally, what we'd like to do is create the infrastructure for other paddling trips or other types of events such as St. Patty's Day, not necessarily in Thibodaux, but Napoleonville or Donaldsonville, down to Golden Meadow. That's what we're trying to create.
Great. Excellent. I know I've seen a lot of kayak kiosks going in. I know y'all work very closely with Go Paddle, which is a great outfitter that's now on the bayou as well. And I think y'all are doing some work with Edie White Historic Site with the boat launch and stuff that's going in there as well for kayaks. So It's a lot.
It is a lot. So you're correct. Edie White Historic House has just completed some of their improvements, and they actually have some more coming on.
Okay.
We just finished up Melodia boat launch. We see that used constantly. We're actually going to do a phase 2 to that project. It was
Oh,
a
wow,
grant we
okay.
were able
Okay.
to get. Yeah, so we're going to put a pavilion and some other improvements out there to facilitate other events being hosted there. We just recently, we're looking to acquire a tract of land in Napoleonville.
Okay.
And we're also going to be meeting with the mayor of Golden Meadow to look at putting a Bayou-side park or observation area in that area as well.
Awesome. Well, that's great. I mean, so it really is. It spans the bayou all the way up from Donaldsonville all the way down to Golden Meadow. There's a lot of activity and stuff that are going on that y'all are working on a lot behind the scenes. And it's great to see. It's great to see. So if people want to learn more about the projects that are going on with the Bayou Lafourche Freshwater District or upcoming events with the Friends of Bayou Lafourche, where can they go to learn more?
Yeah, I would say on the district side, our website, blfwd.org. Also, our Facebook page has more current, up-to-date information as well.
Awesome. And I know they can always go to Friends of Bayou Lafourche on Facebook. Y'all are always posting stuff on there,
Yeah.
and it's really cool to see, and the events that are coming up as well. So exciting stuff that's coming up this year, and wish y'all the best of luck with the event. I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be a good year.
Thank you. We'll see you there.
Absolutely. So thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
Thank
You're very
you.
welcome. And we'll be right back with more of the local Lafourche.
You gotta try this. And some of those. Ooh, and definitely that. You won't be disappointed, but just know you can only get it here. Up and down Louisiana's Cajun Bayou in Lafourche Parish. Y'all come visit. We're just 35 miles south of New Orleans. Hungry? Let's eat!
Welcome back. Well, this segment, we are headed down the bayou to Golden Meadow, where another St. Patrick's Day celebration is set to take place. The Irish Italian Parade, or better known as the Crew de Lutons, is ready to roll through the streets of Golden Meadow with their festive floats and, of course, all the cabbages that you can catch. Here to tell you more about this year's Irish Italian Parade is Mr. Kyle Williams. Thanks so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me as always, Cody.
Absolutely. So I can't believe it's already time for St. Patrick's Day again. This was a great parade. It's kind of a newish parade to the parish. So tell us a little bit about how this parade got started.
So after the Coup de Couillon parade, which we just got through, and Mardi Gras and all, we were kind of thinking of other things that we could bring to the area. And of course, there's been clamorings for years of, we need an Irish Italian parade. We need an Irish Italian parade. So, well, let's do an Irish Italian parade.
I like it. No, that's good. And that fulfills the need. And I know that we used to have, I think, another parade, I think in Thibodeau at one time. So
Correct.
It's nice to see, an Irish Italian parade returning to down the bayou. And who puts on the Irish Italian parade for those that may not be familiar with?
So this parade is hosted by Lafourche Concert and Events Club,
Okay.
which is a club that I started about going on 4 years now.
Okay.
So we benefit a lot of the emergency needs in the area, as in families who have lost their home to fire or other things of that nature. We go out and give them emergency sheltering and emergency clothing until other bigger organizations can come in and further help them.
That's great. And so that's very important to know that, events like this go, again, benefit the communities that they're in. That money and those volunteers go right back into the community that they serve.
Correct. You're not only coming out and having a great time, but the money you put into coming ride is going back into the community for something great.
That is awesome. And so have you all been getting a lot of entries coming in this year? I mean, what kind of floats can we expect to see in the parade?
I've been getting calls about when we were doing the parade since before Mardi Gras was even a thought. And so we're going to have a great lineup with a bunch of floats and golf carts and anything else that you can imagine as usual as you come to expect from one of our parades.
That's fantastic. And so if anybody wants to, y'all still have registration open. So if anybody
yes.
wants to participate or wants to register, where can they go and do that?
Yes, you'll be able to sign up until the week before the parade. So you can find us on our Facebook, Lafourche Concert and Events Club. And there you should see an event page. And on there should be a ticket link. You click on that.
Okay.
It'll take you to our sign-up site and just fill out the information. You can pay there and everything, and then it'll be good. It only costs $20 to ride per person.
Perfect. That's an easy thing to do and very cost effective. And I know we're showing a little bit of video right now where people are handing out onions and cabbages and carrots. So, if everybody's got their grocery shopping list and everybody's feeling the inflation pinch right now. So this would be a great time for you to go down and catch some cabbages, some carrots. So, it's a little bit, so talk a little bit about that, why you all hand out the vegetables, because I know that's a little different than us throwing beads out.
Correct. That's kind of just a tradition of a Irish Italian parade. It's to be able to go home and have all the ingredients for a corned beef or a vegetable soup or something of that nature. And you've expanded on, people have expanded on it more. Now you have bananas and apples and all that as well. But it's all just a really good time to help the community.
It is. It absolutely is. Well, we appreciate y'all putting on such a great event. So I know Lafourche Concert and Events Club, aside from this Irish Italian parade, y'all do a lot of events during the year. So tell us maybe some of the other things that y'all have coming up in the works for the rest of 2025.
So of course, we just passed Mardi Gras on our Crew de Couillon parade. So on May 10th, we will have our Mother's Day in the park.
Okay.
Which we're planning on having a plate lunch, live music throughout the day, tons of activity for mom and for the kids and everybody else. And that's a beautiful day in Meadow Park.
That's right. And that's a great event for families to come out to, especially if you don't have Mother's Day plans, or maybe if you're staying local for Mother's Day. It's a great way for the family to come out and enjoy.
Correct. And it's on the Saturday, so you can get a whole weekend out of this. You can make them bring you out Saturday and still make them bring you out again Sunday.
That's right. You can make it the whole weekend about you, as mothers should. Absolutely. Any other events that you want to talk about that are coming up here after Mother's Day?
Our free fishing weekend rodeo, which is once again Meadow Park. This about the same. It coincides with the free fishing weekend.
Yep, the free fishing weekend.
So a great opportunity to bring the kids out, fish, bring them to the park. Everybody gets a prize.
Perfect. And that's a great way for fathers to come out, and y'all have a great way for mothers to come out too. That's good.
Sir.
Excellent. All right, Kyle, where can, if visitors want to know more about the upcoming events that are coming on, or again, if they want to sign up for the Irish Italian Parade, where can they go to do that?
Visit our Facebook at Lafourche Concert and Events Club, or our website at lafourcheconcertclub.com.
Excellent. Well, Kyle, thanks so much for being here. We wish you all the best of luck with your upcoming parade.
Thanks for the invite.
You're very welcome. And we'll be right back with more of the local Lafourche.
You gotta try this. And some of those. Ooh, and definitely that. You won't be disappointed, but just know you can only get it here. Up and down Louisiana's Cajun Bayou in Lafourche Parish. Y'all come visit? We're just 35 miles south of New Orleans. Hungry? Let's eat!
Welcome back. On our final segment today, we are featuring an event whose mission is to promote and preserve our unapologetically Cajun culture through the art of wildfowl carving. The South Louisiana Wildfowl Carvers are set to host their annual competition later this month in Lockport. So here to tell you more about that competition and how you can get involved is Mayor of Lockport and local carver, Mr. Barry Plaisance. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you, Cody, for having me.
You're very welcome. So it is time for the annual competition for the South Louisiana Wildfowl Carvers. Those that are listening, if you're not familiar with this organization, it's an incredible organization. Y'all just moved your competition to Lafourche Parish. So, and we're very excited about it. So tell us a little about who are the South Louisiana Wildfowl Carvers.
Thank you. First off, yeah, this was created in 1999 by a group of carvers, same guys that are in the Cajun Heritage in La Rose. Mm-hmm. But in 99, this was created. We've had plenty of shows. It got pushed back from Ida and COVID, and last August we had to have a show. It was 5 years. Mm-hmm. So we decided to have it in in August. But March is where it's supposed to be.
Got it. Okay.
It falls in line with the show in La Rose and another show in New Orleans. So it really is a good show to get the best carvers in the same room.
That is awesome. And it takes place at the Lockport Community Center, correct?
Yeah, Lockport Recreation Center. Be March 21st, we take in decoys that night, but the show begins the 22nd on Saturday and then the 23rd as well.
Okay, awesome. And so what can people expect whenever they go to the show?
Yeah, so you can see from the table, this is the kind of artwork you're going to see. I have duck decoys here with me today, but you're also going to see songbirds, shorebirds, duck decoys, fishing lures. You're going to see all types of
That's
things.
Amazing.
Yeah, we have a number 3 contest. We have 2 new contests now, duck calls, which are all handmade, handcrafted. The only thing that could be plastic would be the reeds inside and the rubber that holds it together. Mm-hmm. And flat art.
Oh, okay.
So the flat art and duck calls are brand new to us for our competitions, but we are already seeing a lot of interest. I mean, we have a huge interest behind it.
That is awesome. I know, like, I've seen even at the Cajun Heritage Fest, some of those calls that people make. I mean, they're very intricate. They're gorgeous. They are a work of art.
They are. They truly are. They work, but they are works of art.
Yes.
Could be coca-cola wood, cedar, you name it. It's pretty impressive.
It's extremely impressive. And I think, too, you know, like I said a little bit earlier, this is such a big part of our Cajun culture and Cajun heritage in our area here. And it's so incredibly important that we promote and preserve this. And I know that's something that you all feel very, very strongly about.
That's part of our mission, you know, is to spread what we do. My wife's grandpa taught me how to carve. In 2008, my grandpa carved because out of necessity, they had to carve their own decoys out of cypress stumps, basically, and bosquillos. And they made their own decoys because they couldn't afford them. And this is what you see, our work on the table. I'm not a professional by no means, but...
You could have fooled me. I mean, they're gorgeous. I mean, these examples that you brought here today, I mean, they really are. I mean, I wish, you know, the detail in person is even, you know, better than what you can see on camera right now. I mean, they're so incredibly lifelike. They are just, I mean, they're beautiful, and they are literal works of art.
Yeah, and that's the beautiful part about it. We have different categories of what we have in our contests, whether the little canvas back on the table is a miniature, the green head and the pintail are full-size decorative decoys. But you also have categories that are gunner decoys and hunting decoys. We have a category, it's a best of Lake Fields.
Okay.
Which, of course, in Lockport, Lake Fields is prevalent. But they're going to be floating decoys, they're going to be hunting decoys. So what that does, it allows amateurs and professionals to compete alike.
Okay.
In the same category. They can be judged from 25 feet away. So the normal things you see wrong with them, you won't see.
Okay.
But how it floats and how it looks from 25 feet away to the judges, they're going to be able to judge
That's what they're
it.
looking for.
It's unique.
Fascinating. So, I mean, that's interesting about the different categories. And like you mentioned earlier, there's even those, like I know one year, or I think it was last year in August when you had your event, but there were some of the songbirds that were there that were so, I mean, they had them carved and sitting on branches and twigs. They were so lifelike.
Everything in those habitats is created by the carver.
Wow.
whether it's a stick or sometimes leaves are bought, but some of them make their own leaves. But their habitats are made by the carver.
Wow. That is, and the amount of, so how long, I mean, you can certainly tell us that. So how long
Sure.
does it take typically to carve, like one of the examples that you have here in front of us?
So the small canvas back, I've carved that one myself. That's 24 hours roughly.
Wow.
The full-size mallard and pintail, anywhere from 100 to 120 hours.
That's
Because they're
incredible.
Yeah, they're wood burn, they're decorative painted, and decorative wood burn.
Amazing. And yeah, I mean, you can really tell, like even the feathers, I mean, it looks like you could just reach out and it would be soft. Like it looks like feathers. So, I mean, that's amazing that many hours, is poured into just one decoy.
Yeah, it's unique. And that's the goal, is to make them lifelike, obviously. And so the good thing is like we have our auction on Sunday
That's
at
right.
1 p.m. The good news is you can buy birds of this caliber, but you can also buy birds that go for $50 or $25, $100, $400. We have all kinds of different kind of categories even inside of that as well.
Okay.
In the auction, you'll have older decoys, which you just showed some a little while ago, back from mostly from the 40s, 50s, and 60s when they carved their own. Again, that's a replication of them. But they have originals of
wow.
VZAs. Some of the birds you talked about, the songbirds, that was Mr. Carl Danos, who's a master carver, world champion. In that room, in the rec center, we're probably going to have at least 6 to 8 world champions.
That's amazing.
At least. And that's unique. But some of them are 3 and 4-time world champions. These guys are good.
That is incredible. Well, Barry, thank you so much for bringing in these examples today, and we encourage everybody to go and check out this competition in Lockport. It is incredible.
Thank you again.
Thank you. And that's a wrap for today's show. But before you go, we encourage you to visit lacajunbayou.com or follow along on our social media channels at LA Cajun Bayou. And from all of us at Louisiana's Cajun Bayou Tourism, thanks for tuning in. And we look forward to seeing you back here again next month for a brand new episode of The Local Lafourche.